Monday morning, here we are. So I decided, you know what? I decided on weekends, and only because with the 4 kids, with the family and everything, it just gets absolutely nuts on weekends. So I decided weekends, I'm not going to do these updates. Not for now, for the time being. I'm not going to do them just on weekends, just because it gets a little hectic. It gets crazy. This weekend, plus I was still sick. I lifted something way too heavy, awkwardly, for some stupid reason. I knew I lifted it awkwardly. I've lifted it before and I've never had an issue. But all of a sudden I go lift this thing and I guess it was the mood I was in. I don't know. I just lifted it stupid. And then I hurt my back. And it was, I think I lifted it Thursday. So Friday wasn't too bad, but then Saturday hits, and you know Dom's hits, right? And he just kicks your butt big time. So that was not fun at all. I still kind of feel it right now, but clearly I'm not as strong as I was before, because I used to have no problem lifting this thing. But this thing is damn heavy. So anyway, yeah, updates won't be. We'll for the time being, we'll hold off on the weekends, just because this weekend I was hurt on Saturday. I couldn't do anything, and then on Sunday it was like a family. All right, no, was it? You know what? My schedule was so off. Saturday was the day I was hurt. Sunday was another birthday party. So yeah, just good times. Good times. So anyway, on for the day. We just got a couple of jobs to finish up here, and then back home to, as usual, paperwork and other fun stuff. Plus, I never dropped this stuff off, so I got to get that dropped off. I'm already driving back because today's been an awesome day. My guy made a mistake on the diagnosis of the furnace, so we had to run back and forth a couple of times with parts. Didn't make it to the other job. Still have, I could have been working another 3 hours, but here's the problem. This morning we woke up, both vehicles had a flat. We noticed this both yesterday around, I don't remember, but we both noticed this yesterday. So lovely, two main vehicles have flats. So whatever, I'm like, we'll pump it up, get the flat dealt with, and then deal with the rest of the shit tomorrow, right? So I was gonna stop in there. But lo and behold, I lose brake pressure on my van. So now not only do I got a flat I got to deal with on 2 vehicles, now I got no brake pressure in this van. So I don't know what the hell's going on with this van, but now I got to get home and work on this damn thing. When I'm already down 2 vehicles for similar issues. I lost the brake booster in one, I lost the power steering in the other. And now I'm losing the. I don't know what the hell happened to this one, but it's something brake related again. I was telling my guy, I must have pissed someone off. I must have done something wrong or pissed someone off, because I don't know what else can go wrong, right? But it comes in 3, so hopefully this is the 3rd and final, and everything just goes well for a bit. So I just had this van safety, right? The one that's having the problems right now. I had it safety like literally 2 weeks ago. And one of the things they check on a safety is they make sure your brakes are good, because otherwise it doesn't pass, right? Clearly that, because I reached in here, and usually when there's a grinding, it's it'll have like a notch right in here, right? Like this, it'll be digging into this and gouging it. But I don't have that anywhere on any side. So I'm like, oh shit, maybe he is right. Maybe my pads are good, right? Because my pads all look good. Except, if you reach into the back, there's a giant gouge in there. There's a giant gouge on the back side. So, he didn't check my damn brakes. And my dumbass, I just believed him and kept driving without checking it myself. Right? And I guess it had eaten away enough of the pads that it wasn't making the grinding sound. And now I probably destroyed my caliper. Awesome. And on top of everything, my wife took the car, which has my winter boots in there. My boots are in the car. That's all I got on. And I gotta get back there to go get the tools to get that tire off. She's home, I got my tools, I got it off. And now I gotta get to the back here. It's all big blocks of ice, so let's see if this helps. Melt that a little bit. Hopefully I can actually get access to the bolts and see what's going on. Well, I haven't even gotten it off yet, but I can already see what the problem is. This shouldn't be here. I don't know if you can, that I'm almost positive is the brake pad. That looks like the brake pad. Which tells me there's no brake pad where it should be, which tells me that I may have a garbage caliper now. I don't know, I have to open it up and see. Yeah, buddy. Look at that. Sweet. Damn it. Okay. Time to find a caliper. Alright, moral of the story. You ever hear any kind of grinding at all? Deal with it ASAP. Do not wait at all. Because now my rotor is toast. My pads are toast. Let's see if you can actually see the other side. Yeah. Pads are toast. Rotor is toast. Yep. Actually, this pad's got tons of life left on it, but I don't know. I'm not gonna bother. I'll probably keep it as a backup in case something happens to one, but aside from that, I'm not gonna put one new one and one old one. Alright, let's see if I can find a caliper. So I found a place that had a caliper, and then I come to start the car because I gotta take the car. And then I noticed this. Oh, what else is gonna happen today? Trying to rush over now to pick up this part, and I think the exhaust leak on the front of the car has somehow, or not somehow, it's gotten worse. So I gotta figure out what happened. Maybe a bolt came loose, or God forbid a bolt got lost. But we'll see. That's that's for another day though. Van for today. And then I can deal with the body panel on the car too afterwards. Probably should have taken it off, but I don't got enough time. I don't. Otherwise, I don't think I can make it. Well, let's hopefully I make it there before they close. Made it just in time. 10 minutes to spare. Although I didn't have the complete course, I had to pay an extra $180. I think it was. It's stupid, but whatever. I'll get it back tomorrow when I take the core in. But made it. Now to go install all this stuff in the dark. At least it's not too cold, right? At least I think it's only like minus 20 something right now, minus 25 or something. So it's not too bad. It's pretty mild right now. So I can be thankful for that, I guess. Okay, well, now I gotta remove this guy. Just 2 bolts right back there. One and 2. So they were being a real pain in my ass, so a little trick. I poured some like hot water from a kettle right on them, and then I took that breaker bar, and we're good now. They both came loose. I tapped them a few times with a hammer. You could also use a torch just to get torch to it for a little bit. Nothing crazy though, right? Like you don't need to heat them up, just enough to break it. Once you got that off, there's this guy. There is no real easy way to do this. You just kind of grab it and shake the shit out of it. And I usually tap around like this. I use this hammer because I really don't care about this because I'm going to replace it anyway. If you cared about it, you would use a rubber mallet. But you just tap it and speed it up, shake it. You could also take some heat to it. Usually it gets stuck right around here. If it was really being a nuisance, I was going to pour some hot water on it again, but it actually came out pretty good. Pretty good. So I'm going to clean that up in there a bit, just with some brake clean, and then throw all the new stuff on. Ain't she pretty? Okay, so now that that's on, I got this guy here. putting it together. So the caliper comes with these two little clips, so you just got to make sure to get these clips in. There's only one way they go. That little bar ends up on the back, right? Because if you have the bar in front here, you can't get these in. So there's one on either side, and then you just get these pads in. And the easiest way I found to get the pads in is I kind of lean them like this. So I'll lean them that way, and then I'll get the bottom in first, and then I'll just kind of pop the top in. Let me see if I can do this with one hand. No, I can't do it with one hand. But anyway, I would use my second hand to push up on this tab as I pop that in. Alright, so it's in, ready to go. Usually I do this separate, but because I don't want to separate that fitting there, I'm going to do it all together in one piece. So it just needs to slip onto there, just like the one I took out. That's it. She's on there. Oh, looking nice, looking shiny and clean. Now I just got to reconnect this guy here. So that is your brake line. That's where your brake line connects. You should always get new hardware with it. Don't reuse the old copper rings. And be very, very, very careful when you do this, because you do not want to get any sediment or anything in there, right? I'm going to use this to help bleed the line. So when I put it on, I'm not going to tighten it all the way. I'm just going to kind of leave it, you know, a hair loose, and get my wife to kind of step on the brake and wait until I see fluid coming out and there's no air. Once that's good, then I'll really crank it tight so she's got no leaks. And then hopefully the brakes aren't too squishy, but I mean, if it all leaked here, I shouldn't have air anywhere else, but we'll see. We'll see. Another quick tip, like, you should be able to hand tighten this. Like, you should be able to get it in there and spin it with your fingers without any resistance. If you have resistance, stop. You're cross-threading it. This is, be very careful with this. You should be able to get it in with your fingertips and then tighten afterwards, right? That should go for every bolt, really. If you cannot get it in with your fingers, then you're most likely cross-threading it, or you haven't cut the threads right. Look for this under your hood. Make sure you got the same fluid. And then I'm gonna go just above the max. Like, I'm gonna top this thing right up because I know I'm gonna lose some. So just pour that right in there. And get someone to step on the brakes. Step on it. Push down hard. Did it go all the way to the bottom? There you go. Okay. Again. Let it go up and then step on it again. Do it a few times. Is it going all the way to the bottom? Yeah. Okay, keep going. Eventually you'll have a solid stream like that with no air. Alright, last thing. When you get your tire on, you always want to tighten, like you'll tighten one, tighten that one, you'll tighten that one, then you tighten that one. Then you tighten that one, then you'll tighten that one, right? Like, you don't want to tighten in a circle. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, they're a little spongy, but honestly, it's too damn cold for me to bleed the rest. I'm like, it got really cold here out of nowhere. I'm gonna go inside after cleaning all this up and warm up a bit, because I'm freezing outside. It must have dropped like 10 degrees, man. Oh, it's cold. Oh, before I run in. Okay, see this rim here? See how it's kind of like a silvery color? The two on the other side are exactly the same. This one's got more of a... See, it's discolored? That's another thing. If you ever see that, chances are you're burning through something. You're burning through a pad pretty damn fast. So again, this is my own stupidity. Like, I could have, as soon as I started hearing the sound and I saw the discoloration, I should have dealt with this, right? Now I'm out, what was it, $400 or $500? But I mean, I'll get 180 back for my core, so it's not crazy, but at least whatever. Now it's replaced, it's working, it's good to go. shouldn't be any problems, but that was a thing that should not have been an issue, and it's my own fault for not dealing with it, right? So you hear a sound, deal with it. Don't waste your time, because it's gonna cost you more in the end. Baby, it's cold out here for him. Done. Done. Get it all cleaned up. Except for that wire, because that's plugged into that. I got proof for the wife when she says I didn't clean it up. Well, that was pretty much the day. I still got to, I'm going to do a little bit of cleaning in here. I'm going to not record though. I'm just going to end this so I can get it uploaded. But it kind of looks like a bomb went off in here. It's a little worse than it was because my kids have now decided to come in here and use the TV that's there. So they got to play a little bit. So I got to clean up a mess they left behind, because that's usually what happens when kids get involved. Plus, I still got to put the tools away that I brought in. I literally just brought them in because it's so damn cold outside. That one tool, too, that hurt me is in the back of the truck, because I carried it back out today again, and that was, so hopefully that doesn't affect me too badly tomorrow. But yeah, I'm no expert on changing brakes or nothing like that. I've just done it enough times, so like take a lot of the stuff I say with a grain of salt, grain of sand, grain of salt. I just kind of figured since I'm doing it, I may as well record it, and then if you haven't done it or you need to do it, you kind of get the gist of how it's done, more or less. Clearly, if you don't know what you're doing and you've never done brakes before, or don't want to attempt it, I would recommend getting someone else to do it, right? It's just I've done it so many times, and I don't feel like spending that kind of money right now. So, I mean, the whole purpose of me doing this garage is to be able to work on my own vehicles, right? Because I'm tired of spending, you know, every time my truck hits the shop, there's $1,000, you know, like that gone, right? So that van that I was just fixing today, I just spent $2,600 on, and then what, a month later this happens? Yeah, no. So try to do as much as I can, and I always recommend people learn and, you know, do what they can themselves too, right? Save yourself some money. But if there's something you don't feel comfortable with, get someone else to do it, right? Anyway, that's kind of it for today. I'm not done, but I'm done on the video. So I will clean a little bit tonight. I'm not gonna, it's nothing crazy. I'm just gonna put away some of the fluids I bought and stuff like that. Clean up the tools that I took out, put them away. I might like fold some stuff, clean up the table a little bit, but I want to get a stream in tonight, and I would like to, lately what I've been doing over the last couple days is like just taking like 15 minutes to do a stretch. Nothing crazy, just a stretch, right? I found out I was 35 today. I thought it was younger than that. I thought it was 34. But so like 15 minutes of just a stretch. I think I might go as far as to do it in the morning too. Nothing crazy, just enough to get mobile, because like I said, man, I'm getting old, and I'm feeling it, and I don't like it. I don't like how it hurts to get out of bed, and I want to stay away from that as much as possible. So stretching has been helping. Clearly I'm not as sick as I was, a lot more talkative, feeling better. That's good. Yeah, so a little bit of cleaning. I'm gonna get a stream in tonight. That's pretty much it. Have a good night.